This is a challenge that even most married people face. The enthusiasm, excitement, and passion that distinguish the beginning of a relationship almost always fade, leaving both parties to grapple with the question of how to find happiness. Here are a few effective means for a single man to be happy. 1. Happiness is a mental state. It all depends on the patterns and paths you've established in your thoughts and emotions. This is the consequence of how we interpret events in our daily lives, the cognitive self-statements we nourish, focus on, and enhance. It's a little more complicated than that, because if we try to feed in a message that conflicts with our existing patterns, it will skip off the surface and not sink in, much like a flat stone skipped across the water of a smooth lake. In addition, it takes months, if not years, of consistent self-awareness and reconfiguring our responses to begin to change our inner patterns. 2. No one can tell you which path is best for you. It is up to you to evaluate and seek out concepts for inner fulfillment. Some find it by looking from the outside in, while others find it through external sources of inspiration. However, it always requires some level of self-awareness about how we are reacting internally. Many people do find inner peace, fulfillment, and happiness. This is why, according to research, senior citizens are the happiest group of people. Sure, some seniors become more bitter with each passing year, but others adjust, embrace, and loosen up into life more and more as they age. 3. Caring and sharing. One concrete piece of advice is that psychology has discovered that the more we focus on ourselves, the more emotionally unstable and sad we become. Those who report the most happiness, however, are those who report doing a lot of caring and sharing for others in their own lives. If you are single, you may need to begin volunteering in order to generate opportunities to foster and care for others. It does not have to be someone with whom you have a personal relationship. In fact, being personally connected to someone can increase our own self-centeredness if we focus on what we gain from the relationship. 4. Immerse yourself in your chosen profession. See if you study more, especially a craft you're very interested in or are passionate about, and try to get as deep into it as possible, you might not even realize how much time has passed. Learning is limitless, so study as much as you can. Try to get involved in research work related to your field, and write about your favorite topic. Then watch how success comes to you and how all your frustrations are greatly reduced or eliminated. 5. Avoid watching romantic movies. It's a distraction. Avoid considering relationships, romantic connections, true love. I know it's nearly impossible, but consider it an oath. Consider this. Quote, "If I can't stop thinking, I'm such a pathetic loser who can't even control myself." End quote. Here's a short story. A king observed a young man who was always sitting quietly and calmly beneath a tree. The king became intrigued, approached him, and invited him to his palace. The king expected the young man to pause, but he stood up and said, "Sure, I am coming." That made the king question his trustworthiness. The king arranged for him to live in the best part of the palace, with servants and young girls to look after him, and he even welcomed a beautiful king-sized bed. He accepted all of the palace's delicacies. The king thought the man had duped him. The young man appeared to be presenting himself as a saint, but the king had doubts about his honesty. After 6 months, one early morning walk in the gardens with the king said to him, "One question has been continuously bothering me, and I want to let go of it. Because of it, I haven't slept well for 6 months." The young man said, "What is it?" The king asked. "I want to know what the difference is between you and me. You live in the palace and have access to all of the luxuries. How are you different from me?" The young man suggested they go beyond the kingdom's borders. So they passed by a river. Standing on the other side of the river, the young man asked, "Are you coming with me?" The king replied, "I have to look after a kingdom, my wife, and my children. I have a lot of concerns and issues to address. I have people I need to take care of. How can I just leave and come with you?" "Do you see the difference?" asked the young man. "I was as content under my tree as I had been in your palace. No more nor less. I don't need much. Just a tree to sit beneath, whether in a palace or a forest. It makes no difference to me." Happiness is innate. That's all on you. It was built into you from the moment you were born. Look at a child's smile. It happens naturally. There is no effort required. What is required is the removal of the obstacles in your path. They are the accumulation of years of ambition, fear, anxiety, anger, and so on. To restore yourself to the natural state, this cover must be removed. To achieve that state, you can practice meditation on a regular basis. Your mission is not to seek love, but rather to seek and identify the barrier you have formed around yourself. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss the new videos that come out that are all just for you. See you in the next video of Superior Mentor.